All right. We are live. What's good, everybody? It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've hopped on a live. Usually we do them inside the groups, but today wanted to open it up to the bigger community for everybody and hop on here and show you how to create a successful lead generation campaign. So give me a second. Let me have everything pop up on here. Let me get some people pulling in. First things first, you obviously need to, I want to get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? All right, well, I guess the show must go on, right? Okay, so first things first, you need to be driving traffic. I know that goes without saying, but that is the most basic principle behind having a successful lead generation campaign. So as you can see on my serial killer handwriting right here, you need to have traffic on here. And then from traffic, you have two options. One, you're either going to drive the traffic to a landing page, or you're going to drive the traffic to a lead form. Now, if you don't know much about lead forms, I have a full video that's coming out on YouTube that's going to explain them step by step. Basically, lead forms are Facebook's way of saying like they're going to have a little mini funnel for you where you can drive traffic to, and then they're also going to hop on there. And inside that little mini funnel, there you're going to be able to kind of get information from the client per se. So you can collect name, email, phone number. You can ask specific questions on there. I usually keep it pretty simple and just collect name, email, phone number. And the same thing on a landing page. Landing pages are like ClickFunnels. That's honestly the only one I use. I know there's tons of other ones out there, but you get the point. A landing page is where you can drive traffic, and then you can have like a video where they land on, a way to collect their information. And then once you, basically how you do this is, I want you to think about it like this. You have traffic right here, right? You have traffic, and once your whole point of getting traffic is you don't really care about the link clicks, things like that. All you care about is how many leads you are getting. Again, this is for lead generation campaign only. So how many leads are you getting on the lead page? How many leads are you collecting from the lead form? Those are two valuable pieces of information that you need to know. So I see we got some people coming on here. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you are on here on live, go ahead, give me a hashtag live so I know you're with me. I know you're on here. Like I said, I've got about 6 minutes left, 8 minutes. I'll probably leave it a little bit longer. But if you have any questions, go ahead and drop those down below so I can get those answered before I hop off. Anyways, the next step behind this is where a lot of people screw up. It's kind of where I screwed up when I first got started with all this. But so I want you to think about it like this. After you collect their information, it's basically what are you going to do with that information? So with this part, this is really cool. You can either, if I can get this up, maybe it needs to be black. Black would probably help. You're going to, from these, let me rephrase that. From the leads that you collect, you're going to do three things. Those three things, number one, is you need to text those leads right away. I think this goes without saying, but it's more important, obviously, to call them. I didn't even throw that. I guess I will throw that for right here. Call should be your number one thing you do right here. We're going to say number one, number two, and then number three is going to be email. You need to email these campaigns as well, these leads as well. Now, obviously, if you get these leads booked on your calendar, whatever, you don't want to send them all these text automations, call automations, email automations. And depending on the software you use. I like to use High Level. If you guys want more information on that, hit me up. I'll help you out with that. But basically, High Level makes all this very easy. It's a software where you can keep everything organized and have all the automations going in on autopilot. But what's really cool about this that a lot of people don't talk about, especially I know in High Level, then there's other softwares as well, is you can also, we'll say this is like a little fourth bonus for you, is do a voicemail drop. So basically you can make it so as soon as a lead comes in, you just send them a voicemail. You don't have to call them. You don't have to do anything. You just send them a voicemail saying like, hey, this is Justin, the business owner at New Age Media. I was just calling because I saw you filled out an application. Wanted to see when I could get you on a call. Something basic like that. You don't have to do this. We've done it. We tried. Sometimes it works. Sometimes for some good ones. Hey, as we're speaking, we just got a booked appointment for my agency from our paid ads. from what I'm teaching you guys here. So it works. Keep that in mind. But basically, after you have these 4 backend going on, what you want to do from there, we'll get a little bit different color here, is, again, forgive me for my serial killer handwriting. This is the first time I've ever used this actual whiteboard on here, but I kind of like it. You want to put them in 30-day campaigns, 30 to 60 day. I mean, it really depends on what you want. We'll call this 30 to 60 nurture. And it's really what you want. We do usually 30 days for text and then 60 days for email. But basically when you're doing this, right, you want to have 30 days of text. That's basically just saying, like, reminding them that they're trying to spark up the conversation, get that lead to really engage with you. So that way, once they're engaged, you can get a conversation going and then get them in the door, get them on the call, whatever it is that you are trying to do with these leads. And then same thing with email. You kind of really want to, I like to use email as a soap opera sequence. That way you're kind of really building up the social proof as a business owner. You know, send them some testimonials, send them some results you've done. If you're in a very wild niche, send them some basics on, like, you know, for example, if you're in stem cell, we work with a lot of stem cell clients. Tell them what exactly stem cells are, why they're so beneficial, how they can help you out. You know, kind of use that email sequence to really nurture them. Now, I don't do a voicemail nurture sequence for 30 days. I think that'd probably be a little bit out of control. I'd say you really want to do text and email for 30 days. Now, again, it's very important. You can really decide on what you want to do for this. I know some people that have these campaigns going for literally a whole year. Completely up to you. I think if you have a list, you might as well hit the list. Grant Cardone says it best. If you have a list, why are you not hitting the list? Right? So hit the list if you got the list. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you on here. Benjamin, Richie, Tim, Kimmett, Kelvin. Let's see, we got Jay. What's good? What's good? Julius, what's up, man? Appreciate you guys being on here. Let me know in the comments where you guys are tuning in from. I just moved to San Diego and I'm trying to see, like, where everybody on here is from, so we can start building those connections. But I got to wrap it up. I technically got 2 minutes. I'm going to go a little bit extra until my next meeting because I want to make sure that you guys get all this. But what's really cool from all of this, let me see if I can, like, zoom out, if that's a possibility. I don't know if it is, but anyways, the best part about all of this, and again, another part where a lot of people screw up, it's kind of a beginner thing, kind of not, but it's huge, is you need to basically, after you have all this, you need to be retargeting these leads with social proof, with education ads, everything. And I'm going to break those down for you in a second. So what we're going to say here is retarget. Retarget. That is huge. It's so big. All of this traffic right here needs, wow, that was terrible. All of this needs to be going to here. This is huge because when someone opts in, think about it. Most people work a 9 to 5, right? Or they are working throughout the day. If they opt in, especially throughout the day or in the middle of the night, they might forget to book an appointment, or they might have something come up where if you call them, they're busy. So it's very, very, very important that you put them through a retargeting campaign. And what I like to do through the retargeting campaign is you have 1 to 5 options of ways that you can retarget. I know that 5 looks terrible. 1 to 5 ways of retargeting these clients. And let me see if I can just get, okay, so kind of open it up over here. Imagine this is a new sheet real quick. Again, running low on time, but you're going to have 5 pieces of content that you can use for your retargeting, right? There's 4 right there, 5 half boxes or whatever you want to call it. The first one is what we're going to call education, right? You can do a retargeting campaign where you're just educating your clients that you know your shit and that you are the boss of your industry. Basically, like, for example, if you are in the social media marketing agency space, right? You would send out some retargeting campaigns going over something like maybe what I'm teaching you right here, or just something about how to run a successful Facebook campaign, or the reason why most people are not good at closing leads. Simple things like that. The next thing is what I call a sell ad. You're going to basically be reselling them, trying to be like, hey, I saw you filled out a form. Now it's time to book an appointment with me, or now it's time to buy my product, whatever it is that you want to do. Another one you can do as review. This is basically just like social proof, saying like, if you have some good reviews from some past clients or anything, post it on there, blast it out for everybody to see. The next one is info. This is kind of just a little bit about your company, who you are, why it's important, why they should know you. And then last one, I always leave this for custom, get a little creative with it. You can do a bunch of different things on there. But those are like the 5 that I like to use. Again, you can do retargeting campaigns. You can set up these ads separate for $2.50 a day if you really wanted. It's just important to have some sort of retargeting out there so that once these guys know who you are, that you are retargeting them, and they do not leave you alone until 1, they either buy from you, or 2, they just completely stop listening to you and tell Facebook to stop sending notifications, which ultimately, as in sales, as many of you guys know, you just want a yes or a no. So that's kind of the whole point behind all this, is driving all this traffic. We're going to summarize this up real quick because I'm running late for a meeting. We're going to drive all this traffic to a landing page or lead form. And from the landing page or lead form, we are going to send them text automations, call automations, email automations, and voicemail drops. Again, this one's an option. This one's an option if you want to. You don't have to, but highly suggest doing these 3 at least. And then after that, either you get them booked, you get them scheduled, or you collect your revenue or whatever it is. You get them as a patient, client, whatever. If you don't, then you put them into a 30-day nurture campaign. Again, it's completely up to you. You can do a 10-day, you can do a 30-day, you can do a 12-month. It's completely up to you. However long you want to have a nurturing process, completely up to you. I highly recommend getting into a soap opera sequence for emails. You can get that from like someone like Russell Brunson. Very good stuff. And then all the magic comes from here. You retarget everybody that's been through there. That way they get to see you every single day. As soon as someone goes through our lead forms, we're retargeting them every single day so they know who Justin Saunders is and who New Age Media is. That's just how we set this up. Because, I mean, think about it. The best way to get someone to buy from you is not cold traffic, it's warm traffic. It's people that already know who you are. So again, a good way to retarget them is education ads. An ad where you're going to sell them on the retargeting. A review campaign, like talking about client success, or an info talking about why you, like maybe you've been in business for 100 years. Talk about that. Or more importantly, find out something that's more custom to you and what you're doing. Now, running late for this meeting, I think I saw 1 or 2 questions up here. Let me grab that real quick. George, what's up, brother? What's up, dude? How you doing? Jay, would you use a pixel on the landing page to run target ads from the traffic? Jay, great question, my dude. Always, always, always have a pixel on your landing page, regardless if you are doing retargeting or anything, which again, you definitely should be doing retargeting. Always, always, always have a pixel on your page. Very easy to set up. I'm actually working on something for everybody right now. I'm trying to blow up my YouTube channel where I'm going over a full-blown Facebook ads creation, basically teaching you guys everything I know about this stuff, which again, I've invested quite a bit of money to learn a lot. But you're going to be able to learn all this stuff completely for free. I'm going to show you how to create custom audiences, lookalike audiences, how to retarget people that land on these pages right here and right there. It's going to be a lot of good information. Honestly, it's going to be material that a lot of people probably sell for thousands of dollars. You guys will be getting for free. So if you haven't yet, go check out my YouTube. Go subscribe to that because I haven't posted it yet, but it's all going to be coming out within the next week or so. Let's see, Team Live. Appreciate you, Kimmit. Benjamin, Team Live. Appreciate you, bro. Detroit. Okay. Go get to your meeting. Yeah, dude, I got to get to my meeting. Wanted to hop on here. Someone told me today that all I had on my page was pictures of me traveling without shirts on, just acting a fool. And they might be right, but it kind of pissed me off. So I wanted to hop on here and show you guys, drop some value because it's been a minute, and mostly just to prove them wrong, because now I can say I have some valuable information on here, and that's just the start of it. I got a lot more coming for you guys, but appreciate you being on here. Again, if you are on the live, love you. Give me a hashtag live. If you are on the replay, you know the drill. Drop a hashtag replay, and I will catch you later. I got to go run to this meeting. So with that being said, I got to get off here somehow. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.